another week on Females Unfiltered.
Yes, it is.
And it is a party today.
Yes, it is a party. There's a lot of people here.
Guys, do you remember Chad and Jason from NVS Design? They stopped in. Let's make them put their face on camera really fast. Come put your face on camera, please. Guys, they're in town for parties. Yay! They stopped by, so we love them. We'll have them back around Coachella time so we can get into everything that they're working on. And then Jen's here. We got a food segment this week coming up.
I can't wait. I love it.
And then Demi joined Jen, so it's a big effing party today. We just, full surprises.
Full family.
Hey, how'd your week go?
My week has been a week, man.
Okay.
It's been a week. It's been really great. I'm exhausted, but I'm loving being this busy.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I love that.
So I've got rehearsal this week.
Cool.
Because I'm doing an open mic night with a friend of mine.
Amazing.
At at Rage in West Hollywood.
Okay.
High five. Musical Mondays.
Okay. So wait, are you singing? What's happening?
This is going to be like the first time in a long time that I'm actually singing in front of people.
I'm so excited about that for you.
I'm really excited. It's going to be really fun.
Okay.
I'm doing some background vocals, and then I'm actually doing a duet with my friend Dustin, who is doing the whole
Yay!
I'm really excited.
Cool.
And then this month, though, I just want to tell you about what I'm doing.
Tell me.
I joined a boxing gym.
High five!
And so I've been boxing the last 3 weeks. Sorry,
Love
my
that.
nose is running because I got a second job and I'm working with kids now, so I'm just constantly
surrounded by.
Yeah. But I trained this morning, and so I'm my body is just I'm here.
Okay.
But also
you trained this morning before the show?
Yes.
Way to go!
Damn.
I
got up this morning at 6:30.
Okay.
Ate a quick little
something.
And then started working out at 7:30 and went till 8:30 and.
Good for you. Way to go.
Yeah, I'm really happy about it. I feel really good.
That seems like pretty solid.
Yeah.
So would you say that's your favorite thing this week? Did you have a fave?
Probably that's probably my favorite thing this week.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. What's your favorite?
Well, I went to San Diego last weekend.
Yes, I saw your pictures. Oh my gosh, you guys had so much fun.
With a boo.
I love San Diego, yes.
Which, I mean, how do we all feel whenever you take a trip with Boo for the first time?
I've never gone on a trip with a boo.
Oh,
ever.
see, I always think it's a great
Never
test
made it that
to
far.
how do you guys do in the car? Do you listen to podcasts? Do you converse? Yeah. Because you're in each other's space the whole time. Are there weird stretches of silence? Are there comfortable stretches of silence?
Here's the thing.
What happened?
I've heard that if you're in a car with somebody that you are attracted to or somebody that you're comfortable with and you don't speak, that means that you've achieved a level of comfortability with them that you don't have to exchange exchange words with them in order to feel comfortable.
Okay, I like that.
So
yeah,
I mean, if I would have to say boo, I would say I road tripped with my sister this summer.
Okay.
And we listened to a podcast almost the entire way, and then listened to music and rocked out. It was,
Good. It was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like it was very successful.
Good.
No fighting.
Good.
No arguing.
Good.
He's pretty down to do whatever, which I like about him.
Yeah.
And we laughed a lot, which is cool. And then afterwards, I was like, when we went back home, I was like, hey, dude, 48 hours, we didn't kill each other. That's an accomplishment.
That's a big accomplishment.
Yeah, and
you guys have only been dating for
3 months.
Yeah, that's kind of a big
Yeah, and he was like, I know, I had so much fun. We should hang out again soon. And I was like, yeah, I know.
Well, duh, you guys are dating.
Duh. Well, he was like, I'll see you later tonight. And I was like tonight? I'm going to see you again, in 10 hours? Okay. I was like, all right.
You're not sick of me?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So it was good. So I feel like, and we watched football, guys. I don't know if you know, there's a new league called Alliance that's backed by the NFL. So we went down to San Diego. Fleet is the closest team, and that's what we did. So it was cool. It was cool.
That sounds so fun.
Thanks, girl. All right, so let's get into what's going on in the world.
Yes, let's do it.
Why don't you start?
Okay, so I sent Chrissy this article because I thought, number one, I love Smurfs. I actually do. I was a big fan when I was a kid. I watched the Smurfs every Saturday or Sunday morning when I was up with my grandparents.
Love.
But there is a town in Germany that had a full-on Smurf invasion. There were nearly 3,000 people at this event.
Okay.
And the group is called, and I'm so gonna butcher this. I'm so sorry. I'm not a native British speaker. But it's it's.
Give it a whirl.
Okay.
Whatever. Just do it.
Da Traditionsverein.
Okay, I think that was solid.
Okay.
That was solid.
So, and they organized the group and the event in, again, Lauchringen, Germany, on Saturday near the border of Germany and Switzerland.
Okay.
And everybody, you could not come into the event if you did not, or if you had some sort of your natural skin color showing. Okay. You literally had to be full on blue, and they encourage you to dress up as the Smurfette and as, what's his name?
Papa Smurf?
Papa Smurf and Smurfette, yeah.
Okay.
It was just...
Now, there was a purpose for this, right?
Yes. They wanted to break the Guinness World Record.
Okay.
But I don't know
Did they?
I don't know if there was actually... They said that there...
Was there someone on hand counting this shit?
Yes. So, like, the group posted on Facebook that there was 2,762 of them.
All right.
And the biggest number of people dressed as Smurfs was 2,000. So, it's the standing record is 2,510.
Okay.
So, I don't know if there was an actual Guinness World Record
because I think there has to be,
There has to be. There has to be somebody there.
For that shit to count?
Yes. And I don't think...
You know what I kind of love? Like, what if you took, like, 10 Guinness Book World Records that involve groups or whatever, and you're like, I'm going to beat them all by one person.
Yes.
So you just, like, stage all these fucking things plus one. The people who were in there previously would probably be like, you motherfucker.
Yes.
You want a
one
dick
more person.
move.
But if you get the chance... Go on to NPR. It's in their weird news section.
We love weird news.
And it's just a picture of... I saw it and I was like, no. No.
You're like,
and it's straight up people decked out in
Smurfs.
Just blue,
they were blue,
white, yellow, just...
Yeah. Blueface, guys. It's a thing.
But, like, also, I was just thinking, like, I hope that they used...
Like skin
paint
that
they can wash.
I mean, if they have any intelligence behind them, I real hope so too.
You would hope.
Right?
But,
okay, that's a good one.
So, you know.
So we're full of, like, rando news today, guys.
Yes.
Keeping it light. So who doesn't get stressed out sometimes? Right? Yoga's like a thing. Everybody thinks of California as, like, yoga and avocados and, you know, vegetarianism. Which...
Accurate.
I mean, there is a lot of that. Or,
Very
like,
accurate.
People on Runyon Canyon not really working out, but just, like, walking with a towel and then taking a photo on Runyon. There's a lot of... There's a lot of that.
Done that.
So if you're feeling stressed, guys, and you need kind of a new way to release the tension, there's a new kind of yoga, which comes to us from the great state of Texas, and I would expect nothing less out of Texas. And it is called Rage Yoga.
Yes.
Rage Yoga, okay?
Yes.
This happens at Brash Brewery in Houston, Texas. All right, good old Ashley Duzick is heading this shit up. And she says, you know what, everyone gets angry sometimes, and we need a safe space to express our anger. So if you gotta, like, you know, let out the F-bomb, that's fine. She said, you know, one of the funniest things she's heard when someone's doing yoga is, I told you to do the dishes, right? You can just get it out.
So perfect.
They take breaks where they drink beer.
Yes.
Big fat.
This sounds like my kind of yoga.
This is your kind of yoga?
Yeah.
And don't worry, guys, all the instructors have had a minimum of 200 hours teaching, and they are all yoga certified. Okay, and she says, probably shouldn't bring your kids. Probably shouldn't bring your kids.
I mean, unless you want them to be exposed
to beer and screaming.
Then.
So I wonder, is it like downward dog, like fuck life?
I mean, I feel like I would be like, fuck this shit.
Yeah, that's a great one. I like that. So guys, if you're in Houston and you just want a new workout.
That's my hometown. Maybe I'll do that when I go down in October.
Oh!
Yes.
And that was Brash Brewery, guys. Brash Brewery.
Oh my God.
I know.
I'm going to have to check that out.
Rage Yoga.
Shit.
Okay, before we bring Jen on, guys, real quick, we just want to shout it out. A lovely young woman passed away in January, okay? Retired Navy Captain Rosemary Mariner. And this woman paved the way for so many women. She was the first female jet pilot to ever fly in the Navy. After she completed flight school, she actually wasn't legally allowed to fly until a big court case happened, and the U.S. Constitution said, hey, it is illegal to prohibit women from serving aboard Navy vessels. Yep. So she was the first woman. She also was one of the first women to serve aboard a Navy warship. She even commanded her own operational air squadron. And towards the time after the Navy, she actually served in the Pentagon. And during that time, she was pregnant. And
what a badass.
I know, and she was always an advocate for women in combat.
Yeah.
And she had the nickname, which was supposed to be an insult, but I take it as a high five.
Absolutely.
As combat woman. You know, men thought they were being like dicks, but I was like, fuck that, yeah,
like
combat
that whole,
woman, that's
G.I.
right.
Jane shit. Like, okay, yeah, you can call me G.I. Jane. If you're gonna get your shit done, then yes, you can call me G.I.
Yeah, exactly. So she passed away January 24th, and she also received the very first ever female jet pilot flyover, all female. So
fucking cool, man.
Captain Rosemary, I didn't know you, but I'm glad I know who you are now.
Yeah.
Sounds like you did a lot for women in the military, and we totally appreciate and love that.
Love.
We love. So guys, we're going to take a really quick break. We're going to set up for Jen B. She's going to tell us what we just have to try.
Yeah, I'm ready.
We just have to.
I'm ready.
Hang tight, everyone. We'll be back in a minute. Hi, guys. We're back. Guys, Jen B's in the house. I don't know if some of you know Jen B. She goes way back with us when we used to be just a podcast and we were the Inside Noise Show. Jen owns Press Pass LA. She started Press Pass LA. She's one of our famous boss babes out there.
Yes.
And she's going to start coming with us once a month and talking to us about like shit we just have to try.
Yes.
I know. So before we used to come on and give you the entertainment report, which I'm happy to give you a little bit of that too.
So we can throw it in, sure.
Yeah, we're here with talk about our new Dinner Diaries series.
Yes.
So should I tell them what it
like
is?
where'd you go? What's out there?
Sure,
What
yeah.
try?
So if you go over to PressPassLA.com, obviously we get you what matters in Hollywood, which is entertainment news, music, TV, film, and we have a new series in our lifestyle section called Dinner Diaries. It was actually launched by Carolina Bonetti. Shout out to her, one of our editors who came up with this series. And it's a great series because we were checking out a lot of the hotels, the bars, the restaurant venues, and it was like, we need to figure out how to incorporate this because when people come to LA, they want to know where to go eat,
They
right?
want to have a good time.
Yeah, they're like,
gotta do the
where do I go out?
I live here and I still want to know that.
So every Friday, Dinner Diaries, we feature a new restaurant or bar establishment where you can get food and usually cocktails as well. So this week, this past week on Friday, we featured 8, which is Korean barbecue.
Okay.
And so, I don't know, are you ladies fans of Korean barbecue?
Korean barbecue's good, yeah. Can't really
so,
go wrong.
So this Italian girl, like I grew up eating Chinese and a little bit of Thai. I hadn't had Korean food till I came to LA. And Korean barbecue is a very, very LA thing. So if you're here in town.
It's an experience.
But it's an experience, yeah. So if you're here in town, even if you're here this week, it's Oscars weekend, there's a lot going on, but you want like a more low-key like meal that's still like delicious, head over to Koreatown. I recommend 8. It is the number 8, but an exclamation for the I. 8's my lucky number, so I knew.
You knew
right away it was a match. Made it happen. Yeah. So they're known for their 8 types of pork belly. So when you go in, they bring out this like slab with 8 different types of pork belly, and they cook it right in front of you.
Yeah.
It is
so
amazing.
You don't do it.
I mean, it is amazing. I don't know if you'll like it if you're vegan or vegetarian. But if you like meat, it is amazing. Each one was so delicious. They had different flavors. Our editor loves the garlic one. I have a garlic allergy, so I kind of had to skip that one. But I thought all the other 7 were fantastic.
Right.
And then the thing is, if you aren't a pork person, they have options for beef, and they do have other vegetarian options on the menu. They have amazing vegetables, amazing other options. Dee just got a drink in here.
Demi's in the house.
Got a drink.
She drank in wheel car.
Lounge here.
I would say, don't mind me, ladies.
Well, you know, when you go there, they have sake, they have, they have so many great. But the other thing that we loved there was they had this seafood soybean soup, and it was great. And so it had clams, crab legs, like whitefish. It was a big medley. Delicious, honestly, like super delicious, really yummy. And then I'm like I'm a carbs girl still.
I love carbs.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. So they had this kimchi rice that had like melted mozzarella cheese. So I mean, it was like
that sounds very delicious.
It was to die for. So everything there was really good. I say go over there, check out 8 Korean barbecue. The other thing I like for the ladies, I mean maybe men, if you're into the man purse or
why not?
The fanny pack is
The fanny
pack is making a comeback. So the seats there are really cool. They're these like round seats and they're hollow, so you can like take the lid off and put your jacket and your purse and all your stuff. stuff. Yeah, because it is an experience. Like they
That
cook,
is so smart.
they cook in front of you. They light the food on fire with this flame. It's an experience, and you definitely don't want all your like
shit
stuff
everywhere.
like on in the way. So that was really cool too, because I was like, oh, I got my purse and I got my little my like journalist notebook, and I've got all this extra crap, and you just put it in there, and you're hands free to dig into the food.
Now my question is, my roommate and I, we love Korean barbecue.
Yes.
We go. We always try and keep our, like, if we're taking jackets or something, we try and keep them in the car because we don't want to smell like it. So with the cubbies underneath,
nothing smelled. That was my first concern. I was like, am I gonna smell like fire when I leave here? I didn't smell, so no smell.
Kenzie, we're going.
And the other thing is, they have a huge parking lot, which in LA, if you've ever been to LA, parking is a nightmare.
Yes.
You usually pay to park or pay to valet. They have a huge free parking lot. Like it was
I'm sold.
So just go there. You're not gonna be unhappy. Is all I can say.
And the price point's good.
The price point's good. And also, if you're over in Koreatown, I just got a shout out. They have a lot of great Korean beauty stores there too.
Yes.
So you can get your glam, you can get your food, pick up some of those. Like I love those. I'm gonna not gonna lie. I love those paper masks.
Yes,
like,
me too. They're the best.
I'm all about them. Okay. And you can put that on before you do your red carpet stuff this weekend, and you'll be full and glowing and ready to rock.
That sounds amazing.
Yes.
And you guys, what do you guys got on the plate for Oscars this weekend? You busy as hell?
Yeah, it's a busy. I mean, it's always busy.
You're always busy.
This week there's a lot of stuff going on already. There was like the Global Green event. There's a lot of like pre-parties, and then today we're going over to Doris Bergman's Lounge. There's a lounge there. Tomorrow we're going to. There's also an Eco Lux Lounge tomorrow. There's GBK. There's DPA. They got all these initials, but they're all really great gift lounges where celebrities come. They get to check out products. They get to, they get to go home with a swag bag. Sometimes a free vacation to Bali, which I wish they would.
What celebrity can't
I wish
afford?
they would give that to me.
Right.
But they, you go to these gift lounges. You get to mingle with them. You always spot like some of the nominees and the other cast members there. So that's really cool. There's a bunch of official parties going on. Obviously, all the big agencies, CAA, WME, the big networks, Netflix, Showtime, everybody has a party. Then Mercedes-Benz is having a party.
Demi, are you getting into Jay and Bay's exclusive gold
are
party?
you?
Oh, yeah.
That is what I want to know.
Am I your plus one?
Well, it's one of those things where we have to sign an NDA, so I cannot talk about my sister and I are doing. So.
That would be me.
But 6 degrees of separation, my friend was at a different Soul Cycle class from me yesterday. I was like, no, I'll take Hollywood. He took West Hollywood.
Yeah.
Totally was like, oh, J and B were behind me in class.
I had an elevator with Brad Pitt like 2 days ago, which was actually I gotta put that out there. I was like, oh my god,
did you like have a conversation?
But I never really met Brad Pitt before.
Because elevators are weird in general.
No,
like everyone's just quiet in elevators.
He got on and he was like talking to two guys, and he was very low key. Like he was kind of like
got the
old
hat
school
on,
grunge, Ledge of the Fall looking Brad Pitt, but still hot.
That's a hot Brad.
And he was conversing, and I was actually in there with one of our other press pass employees, and she didn't notice because she was like so into her phone and her work, and I was trying to go, and she's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, so that was fun. So you still, even though you work in it, like you still get that dorky, like, oh my god, when it's unexpected like that, you're like, because in our building there's we're in Ignited Spaces on Hollywood Boulevard. Our offices are right on Hollywood Boulevard, and they have like Core Power Yoga and a bunch of other like celeb hotspots. So literally, I've seen Drew Barrymore, I've seen Amy Adams, I've seen so many people just in the elevator. It's bizarre. And I want to be like, by the way, you want to come into our studio and do a quick sit down while you're in your yoga dance? But no, it's really fun. And I'm just thinking, what else is going on this weekend? One last thing I do want to plug.
Yeah.
So a lot of people know we have Press Pass LA, which is our entertainment website. We also have a PPLA Social NPR, which is our PR agency division. Yeah, we launched a little over a year ago. We have 12 clients that we love and represent. And we are running the City Gala red carpet on Sunday night, which is a big summit and red carpet on Oscars night. And Colin Farrell is our honoree this year. Yeah, we have Randy Jackson coming. A lot of great stars, a great event, and they raise money to actually give back to other local entrepreneurs in Los Angeles.
Which is amazing.
Yeah, they raise money to help startup founders, and we were a startup, and we're still like in that mid-startup phase, but I always consider us a startup, so I'm excited about that as well.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So do you have any events that you can tell us that like just, average Joe can go to?
Well, there's a lot of fun viewing parties that are open to the public. The Beverly I think the Beverly Hilton is having one. The Beverly Hills Hotel is having one. The Abbey in WeHo has a really fun one. The Woodman is having one in like North Hollywood off of Ventura. So there's a lot of places that are just having like really fun casual viewing parties, and I also recommend like have one at your house. Can be really fun too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna plug this right now. One of our brands, Shots Box actually, is a really cool brand that you can get 10 craft distilled bottles delivered to your door, and it comes with recipe cards. So I actually like have sent some of that as gifts to people.
Oh, love.
And there's recipes in there for like your Oscar cocktail. So have a viewing party, make some custom cocktails, go to shotsbox.com and send that to some people.
Or Spa Girls cocktails. Sorry.
Sorry, you know what? I love Spa Girls. They have actually sponsored. They sponsored our wellness event 2 years ago.
Spa Girls is great.
Yeah, and we have a distillery downtown that we represent, our Los Angeles. So go wherever you
wherever you like.
Are wanting, but all of these great options, and I say like have your best friends over.
Absolutely.
Get dress up if you want, get in gowns, take some pictures, make some cocktails, or like do it in pajamas and just order some people don't know, like after the Oscars, a lot of these celebrities, they end up like at the pizzerias and the In-N-Out, like because they're trying to look good for a couple weeks, and then after they're just binge. I've seen them at Mel's Diner after. I'm telling you. So late night, go to a late night spot, you might run into an Oscar winner about 10 minutes after they win.
Cool. Okay, well that's good. So guys, if you're loving these food breakdowns or everything else,
every Friday we got your food where you should go on the weekend.
Absolutely, that
Dinner
Press Pass
Diaries
LA has going on. Go ahead and plug your website again and your Instagram.
Yeah, it's PressPassLA.com. All of our socials are at PressPassLA, and you can check it out. And I'll be back on, or Carolina, our Dinner Diaries editor, will be back on, and you can you can check it out.
Cool.
And Jen, you should also let the viewers know that pretty soon they'll be able to go down to the rabbit hole.
Oh yeah, she's on it.
The rabbit hole.
So we're just pitching classes, but one of our new event spaces is actually opening right after the Oscars because it's on Hollywood Boulevard, and it's called Wonder World Space. It was in New York City. It's a pop-up experience. It's coming here to LA, and it's Alice in Wonderland down the rabbit hole themed. It's gonna be amazing.
I gotta go.
So once all the Academy hubbub is done, you should still head over to the Star Walk and then walk on in and check out the space. It's gonna be fabulous.
Okay. Guys, there's a lot to do out here in LA.
All right, well, we'll see you there.
All right, guys, take care. Hang tight. We'll be right back with our guests, and we'll see you guys soon.
And thanks for having me, guys.
Heck yeah, girl. Hi, guys. We're back. So, we just decided, fuck it. We're going to skip to the live performance because he's so good. So, fuck everything else.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show, Qeuyl. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I have to say it. Guys, Qeuyl came from fucking New York City to come. That's called dedication there.
Yeah, I left the cold to come to the cold.
True. But is it colder in New York than it is here?
Not really. What? It's more like the cold in New York kind of smacks you in the face because I don't know. I think it's our wind temperature is harder than you guys here.
I would agree with that.
You guys have no wind whatsoever, but it is cold. I did wear a hoodie, and I didn't think I was gonna do that. I literally just bought a hoodie to wear coming here, and was like, yeah, I don't need this. Now I'm wearing a hoodie the whole time I'm here. I'm like, okay, that's crazy.
And then you're like, damn, hoodie.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thanks for hopping on a plane for us. Yes, we sure feel special.
Yeah, it was a hop. I slept.
A shirt.
It was a nice hop. It was a nice hop.
It was a small hop. Okay, so I have a very important question.
Sure.
So there's this app called Musical.ly that
it's called TikTok now.
Oh, see, okay.
TikTok
I'm so glad you're here.
I was wondering where
Musical.ly. I'm so glad you're
TikTok
here.
Now.
First of all, I didn't really get music. I wasn't on the Musical.ly train. Talk to me about what the fuck Musical.ly is. What happens there? Why is everybody, especially tweens, so obsessed with that shit?
So Musical.ly was how can I put it? It was a whole nother universe.
Oh,
it was a whole nother thing. You could make videos to your favorite music. You could, pretty much do whatever you wanted to do. And if you didn't know nothing about editing music, it made it so editing movies or video or anything like that. It made it so easy to edit.
Okay.
So
very user friendly.
I jumped on it because I just wanted to make kooky videos that I saw everybody else making. Okay. And I didn't want to make Chiller because a lot of people were, there's Chiller and Thriller and all these other apps.
Okay.
So I didn't want to make one of those or a Dub Smash. I didn't want to make one of those.
I know what a Dub Smash is.
I don't know what any of this shit
I know what that is.
I was I'm not doing that because it's just not for me. Like, I
Okay.
don't think the video quality was really good.
All right.
Musically's video quality was like the best. It was
Okay.
better than Instagram at the time. It was better. Like, a lot of people don't know, but Instagram, Snapchat, and Facebook upgraded because of Musically.
Okay.
Oh.
So all the
Okay.
video features and filters on the faces and things like that, Musically
Right.
had that before everybody else.
All right.
So
Good to know.
so that pretty much how I got on it. I like making videos, but I had fans on there, so I was like, can I put my music on there? So I was just like, I'm gonna just put my own music on there. So I put my own music on there, and then they hit me up and was like, hey, would you like to actually put your music on the app?
And that's like that can open a lot of doors for people.
Yeah, that was a big deal. I was like super excited. They gave me
Yeah.
the platform to do it, and I did it, and it went from like 0 to like 1,000 in like a day. Like, they said that the first week they was expecting about like 2,000 videos. They got 3,000 videos in the first hour of putting up my challenge.
Wow.
Because they didn't know that I had fans. Like, they didn't really know that I had
Yeah.
people on
Right,
there who
right.
cared. And that just skyrocketed everything. And then from there, pretty much everybody that got featured on my song from there, they're famous now. Every one of them are famous now, from Disney
you're saying you made all
Kids.
these people famous?
Yeah, a lot of people famous. And they can tell you that. Like, it's like it humbles me. It makes me feel really good. You know what I mean?
So, like, when you say challenges, what do you mean challenges?
Like how people do
Like, you know
dance
how
challenges?
they do dance challenges and like
Yeah.
lip sync challenges
Okay, yeah,
and
yeah,
things
yeah.
like
Right.
that. So
Like
musically,
lip sync for your
Like
life.
Musically
musically
Foxiana's in town
started
right now,
the
right?
challenge situation.
Okay.
Okay.
Musically
Alright.
was the one that started it. Nobody else was doing challenges. Everybody
Right.
was just making stuff up. Musically created challenges. What Musically did better than everybody else
Alright.
was they recognized the people that wasn't recognized.
Okay.
So if you had a talent, if you had a YouTube or a Facebook or a Twitter, and Musically saw that, because they had like these secret people who be on Musically,
That
and
was their
the
job,
part of their
yeah.
job to see if you're like sending them to other social medias. If they saw that,
Yeah.
they would feature you a lot more, and then your fan base would grow. There's people on there who grew faster on Musically than they grew anywhere else, and from that they grew bigger. Like, they would have like 6 million followers on Musically, and then like in a couple of days they'll have like 2 million followers on Instagram.
Damn.
Because it's just that powerful. You know what I mean?
Huh.
So Musically became TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
I don't know. I think they wanted to change the brand a little bit.
Okay.
There was a lot of backlash between Musically and the influencers. There was a lot of things that was going on behind the scenes that
Okay.
really didn't work out for a lot of people. So I guess they wanted to like clean house and give it a brand new name and still use the Musically brand, but give it a brand new name, give it a brand new identity, and be a little bit more, than what they had before, because their platform was pretty new.
Yeah.
It was a platform that was big in America, but wasn't from America at all. It was from China. So that was like something huge, you know what I mean? And it's a great transition for them. I really like what they've done to it. I haven't used it.
I was gonna
And,
ask
like,
you that. Is
forever.
it still like a cool another universe that exists?
No, like all social media, it becomes, redundant and tiresome, and you just don't want to do it anymore. But I encourage anybody to go on Musically, and because they still feature people, they still have the same demographic, and it's a really good platform to grow on.
Yeah.
I think it's bigger than anything else to grow on, like YouTube, Facebook. Like, if
Okay.
you really want to grow Musically, it's like something to grow on. But you got to do it consistently, because they award consistency.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Award
Damn,
consistency.
see, I feel like
Yeah.
Does that mean that they like?
super
They're
important
like,
knowledge.
you got 5,000 videos on this, so now we're gonna ask you to do.
No, it's more like they want to know that you're using the app. And that's fair. That's, you know what I
Okay.
mean? That's the company. So they want to know that you're using it, that you're not just on there making videos and saying, hey, check my video out, and then that's it. They want to make sure that just like when you wake up and you check your Facebook, you wake up, you make a Musically. They want to know that.
Okay.
And that's why, like a lot of my friends are on Musically, on the Like app, on TikTok, on the Like app, on
the fuck is the
Shmuel.
like app?
This-
Oh my God, I don't know any of this.
I don't know. I literally
any
only use
of this
Instagram, sometimes Facebook, and sometimes Snapchat.
Well,
That's all.
a lot of the influencers on Instagram got big on
Okay.
these apps.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
it's like, if you really want to get big on something, I always encourage people, get on the app that nobody knows.
Yeah, is there like a blog that I
Okay.
can read that tells me about these apps?
No.
Like, how can I know?
I was like the insider.
It's like
tell me all the secrets.
you just gotta be like in social media, like the same, like most people, they're like, you know, I just use social media, but they don't really like use it like life. Like, I forgot the guy's name, but the guy that Justin Timberlake, my favorite singer, who played in Social Network, right?
Okay.
That guy, he said, we're going to live on the internet, right?
Right.
So that was the whole premise for Facebook, to live on the internet.
live on the internet.
So
Right.
social
Boy, did we
media,
ever.
so people use social media as a pastime, and those are the people that don't really grow because
Right.
you're supposed to live on the internet.
Yeah.
That's what social media is. It's
I
for
feel
you to
sad
live on
about
the
that.
internet.
I feel sad
It's
about it
so
too.
it's so sad, but because of Facebook, that's where we're at today. That's what we're doing today.
And there are so many documentaries out there now about people.
American Meme.
Yes.
Yes.
I haven't seen it yet, but I'm going
So
to.
good. See, I always think about just, fuck it, I'm going to move to France.
I know. I think about that all the time. I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'm just gonna move to Dublin. Like,
As long as there's like a gym and some rocks and a good grocery store. I'm
a
fine.
good grocery store, a good
Like
bar.
a healthy
But
one.
they're using social media in Dublin. Like,
Well, of course they are, but I don't.
But I want it to be life. I don't know if
Yeah.
God damn. All right. Okay. This is good information.
This is really good,
I
yeah.
appreciate it. Okay. So back to you. Now that you've like helped school our brains
Yeah.
on what the world really exists. All right. You're an artist. You're a musical artist.
yes.
I found that your music first started to hit the internet back in 2012, but I think you've been making music longer than that.
Mm-hmm.
So how did you first get started with music?
Well, my whole family does music,
Okay.
so that's like there. I didn't actually want to do music. I was like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna be a spy. So like,
Spy.
yes, that's what I wanted to be. I wanted to be
like
a
that.
spy.
That's
James
badass.
Bond is like
Hell
the
yeah.
greatest man in the world.
Yeah.
So that's who I cling
Okay.
to. James Bond, Batman. I want to be those people.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then one day my friends was like, hey, you know, let's do something, because they know I can sing. So they're like, let's do something. So my friend made a beat. Next thing you know, I'm like making stuff up. And I guess I was pretty good at it because everybody seemed to like it. I thought I was terrible, to be
Yeah.
honest with you. I was like, oh, this is okay, this is nice, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? Because like when you hear music on the radio, you're like, I want to sound like that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. You just want the finished product.
And if you have ears like that, you're like, yeah, I don't sound like that.
right.
So yeah, this is not gonna work. But it turns out it did. It turns out a lot of my friends liked it. A lot of my friends' parents liked it. That's what really blew me away. Like what happened is
Okay.
I wrote a song called "I'll Be There for You," and like you said, like I started in 2012. Like I wasn't signed or anything like that. When I was doing music at that time, I was making music that people wanted from
Okay.
me. It wasn't my music. It wasn't something that I was
right.
like, I enjoy making this.
Right,
It was
right.
like,
You saw what the
oh,
market wanted
you
and
live in the
made it.
hood. You gotta make R&B. You gotta sound like this. This
Okay.
is what's nice right now. So I just was like, okay, I'm gonna just throw something together. But then I made "I'll Be There for You."
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because I listen to like Blink 182, things like that. So I was like, let me put a little bit of me in it.
Okay.
And I made this song. And my friend's mom, she used to have cancer. She doesn't have anymore.
Awesome.
But as she was going through chemo, she would play that in her chemo. And she told me that, and I like bawled out in tears.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm just young, and I'm just like, like I can't believe this. You know what I
Right.
mean? So I was like, okay, let me try it. And then I quit.
Okay.
And then
Then you went to spy school? No.
I tried to go to spy school. It's not easy.
I mean, I can't
They don't
imagine
just
it
take
is.
applications. You gotta like find secret rooms and secret doorways.
right.
Somewhere in Chinatown.
Right.
It's just like
Serious background checks
Yeah,
occur.
it's like crazy.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
could have did it. I
Of course you
could have been a
You
great
still
spy.
can. You
Could
still
have been a
can.
great spy. But then a friend of mine asked me to come to her music video. Her name is Nia Jules, and I was like, yeah, sure, no problem, I'll come. And we wind up going to like this ranch.
Okay.
And I'm like, wow, this is amazing. It's a ranch. I've never been in a ranch. I'm from the Bronx. Like, wow, all the way in
Here's
Jersey.
a little ranch.
And there's a stage, and nobody's filming. Like, the camera crew is set up, the trailer is set up, everything is set up.
Right.
I'm waiting to be told where I'm gonna sit or be placed. Nobody's filming. I'm bored. When I'm bored, I sing.
Okay.
So I was like, there's a stage.
Okay.
Can I sing?
Right.
And they were like, yeah, sure, go ahead, rock out. There was another person there. He was playing a guitar, so he would just play the guitar, and I would just make up songs.
Was this Don?
No, not him. I'll tell you later. See, you just jumped the gun. I was trying to tell the story. So this old guy comes out, and he's gonna hate that I say that, but this old guy comes out,
Older.
and he goes to the back, he grabs a guitar, and he starts playing, and he's jamming with me. So I'm just making up more songs because he's like amazing on the guitar. I was like, wow, and he's like jamming with me, and we just made songs. And then we, shot the video, and everything was cool or whatever. But I didn't know that was his like ranch. That was his ranch. I thought it was like rented space we were at. You know what I mean? Because in music videos you rent space and things like that. So I was like, oh, this, you know what I mean? This can't be somebody can't live here. But it's like his ranch, and he like lives there, and he like takes care of horses. I'm like, really? That's like
a life? That's a
like
thing?
a thing to do?
See, that's on Mood
And he
France.
signed
Does he live
me.
on the internet?
No.
Exactly.
Well, he's too busy. He's actually his father created Felix the Cat and Casper the Friendly Ghost.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Who doesn't love themselves some Casper?
So he's like really busy in the cartoon field. He owns Zazu Records, the label I'm signed to, which he signed me to the next day.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And then I didn't know anything about this man. It was just, he was just cool. We jammed. I'm signing. You know what I mean? It was no expectations. I've never wanted to be the artist that was like, hey, I need this amount of money to get signed. I was just like, we jammed, we rocked out. It was great. So I signed to him. Then I found out everything about him, and I was just like, wow. So you can look him up. His name is Don Oriolo. He's pretty much everybody.
Okay.
Like, if anybody that's anybody, from Meatloaf to Bon Jovi, they would not be where they are if it wasn't for him.
Dang.
And you wouldn't even know it, because he's so humble, he never talks about it, ever. He only talks about it in conversations at dinners and things like that. And you're like,
Like what?
like, he was like, yeah, I was on the plane with Bon Jovi, and you're like, or he'll say something really coy, like, what's that lady's name? Who's Madonna? Do you know Madonna? And I'm like, yes.
Do I know?
I know exactly who Madonna is. And he'll tell you this whole story, and you're like, huh? And it's just unbelievable. And I'm around him all the time. He's my mentor as well as the owner of my label, and it's just a blast. It's a wonderful blast.
Awesome. Cool.
Okay, so question though. Why does it say online that you're signed to DreamWorks?
Because that was a connection between Zazu Records, and whatever people put online kind of just goes there.
Yeah.
And I really have no power to control what's on Google. So like if I did, I would definitely be like, hey Google, you gotta fix this.
Yeah.
But they don't really give you control like that.
No,
you can
it's
try,
true.
it just doesn't work the way that it works.
Cool.
So I was just like,
Okay, so do you have Japanese in your ethnicity?
Yes, I'm Black, Japanese, Puerto Rican, and Irish.
Wow.
Which is why I notice a lot of like your music and things.
Well, I like K-pop a lot. I like K-pop more than a lot of other people like K-pop. I've always liked K-pop. I don't know, maybe that's my sister's fault.
My brother loves K-pop.
I don't know, but I've always liked K-pop. One of the greatest things about K-pop is the way that they create artists. And when you see that, it kind of just, you kind of like, wow, like that's so amazing. And then they have like a shelf life. I don't know if you guys know that, but like K-pop stars, they have like a shelf life.
A friend of mine is very into K-pop, and she comes out here for K-Con, and she told me like everything. It's like their own world.
Yeah, because they're in Korea, so like they know that they're only gonna be superstars for a short period of time.
What is the period? Like 5 years? Like what?
It's like 5 to 10 years. If you make 10 years, you're like lit.
You're
you know what I mean? You're like lit. But it's like most of the stars, they get signed really young. Most of the idols, they get signed really young. So the law is you have to go to the military. So if you're a superstar,
you don't have to go.
No, you still have to go. You still have to follow the law. So you could be like a superstar, but it's time. It's time for you to go to the military. You're going. And they do a goodbye concert, and the fans understand that, and they know that you either come back the same, you come back and do something, more. Most artists don't. So it's like,
At what age do they have to go to the military?
I think it's like 30 or something like
30?
that.
30? That is so late.
You know what I mean? I think it's like 30 or something like that. But it's like just imagine, you get signed in like you're 18.
Oh, that sucks.
And you know what I mean? And then you go through idol training, you go through recruitment training.
Idol training.
And this,
It's real.
That's the difference
I know,
between
it's like a
American
thing.
music
It's like a
and like
corporation.
it's like
you're a business.
You're a business. So like you go through like idol training, and if you become top tier, then you're famous.
And you can't date, right?
And you can't date.
Oh, I heard that. You can't date.
And when you
can't
do,
date.
they
You have
like
to appear
put you on
single.
blast.
Yeah, you can't date. No, you can get fired.
Yeah, there was one. Who was it? I can't remember her name, but they wanted her to shave her head because she lied about being in a relationship with somebody.
Oh wow, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, and I was like, hold on. What? You can't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's pretty intense. So like once you become top tier, you know, you're living the life.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And you have to look like you're living the life. So they
Right.
make sure you're living the life. It's just not what you think. Like
It's all fake.
It's like, no, I'm not gonna say it's fake. It's more like your friends are not your friends. Your friends are the other people in
Who
the
are
label.
the idol recruitment.
You know what I
Right.
mean? And the idols can't mingle with with the recruits. They
Okay.
just can't. The
All
top
right.
tier don't mingle with the lower idols. They just
right.
don't. It's like you're
Fucked up
supposed to
caste
be like
system.
it's supposed to be like you're untouchable, right? But you all stay in the same house.
Okay.
You just have a different floor. It's crazy, but the crazy thing about it the most is you become famous and then you have to stop because you have to go to the military.
So would
And-
you go through this process if you had the option?
Yeah. Definitely.
Because then you could be a spy if you go through military training.
definitely
Then you
do
could
it,
be
and
a
then I would be an
spy.
idol, and then a spy, and then that would be
Life
my
would be
life. Life would be great. Life would be big hit.
Okay. Yeah. So your album Qeuyl, did I say it right?
Yes.
What does it mean?
Kujikiri.
Yeah.
It's like a form of praying or a focus in ninjutsu. My family teaches ninjutsu.
Okay.
So you know, I put that to just showcase, you know, my relationship between the actual EP. This, like I said, I didn't get to do music for me. So when I put the EP out, that was under Zazu Records, and they allowed me to do music for me. So I was so excited. I was like, yeah, this is all me, and it just resonated with it because I was focused at that whole time. Like Kujikiri is in ninjutsu is like a form of being focused and, you know, one with yourself and understanding yourself. It goes into more depth, but it's mainly just focus. So I was like, I'm focused in this EP. I did a lot of, you know, soul searching. My album that's going to come out is a lot more soul searching. I've been through a lot more. I've had a relationship problems, things like that. So that's going to showcase a lot more in the next album. But this one was like, here I am, this is me. And it wasn't a debut. It was just something I got signed to Zazu Records, and they was like, we have to put something out. So I put it out, and I named it Kujikiri, and they was really excited about it. So it was really cool.
And you have some new music coming out?
Yes, I have tons of new music out. I just put up a list on Instagram, like all the songs I finished writing and all the formats it's gonna be. It's gonna be amazing. Like I'm so excited. I got a song like that's just gonna blow people away. It's like completely different from anybody has ever heard. It's called X for a Reason. So like
X for a reason.
yeah, like in in the lyrics I say stuff like, if you see me cross the street, you know what I mean?
Right,
Like,
right.
like if we're walking down the same street and you see
better
me,
go to the other side.
You
cross
better
the street.
I'm not gonna
Cross the street.
You're gonna cross the street.
Yeah, because like I wanted to say what people wanted to say,
Yeah.
because like I know what I want to say to my exes, so I was like, this is
is
what
it.
I'm saying.
Of course, yeah.
This is the song.
Yeah, and then I got a song that I wrote for my mom.
Cute.
You know what I mean? It's called Chose Me. Well, I didn't write it. I wrote it for my mom's birthday, but when I wrote it, it wasn't specifically for my mom. It was for anybody who has helped you in life, who helped you grow in life, like your grandparents, your
Okay, yeah.
father, your
Yeah.
cousins, things like that. So I wrote it. It's called Chose Me. I'm really excited about that. I'm only putting it out on this app called Qeuyl.
Okay.
So
What's it called?
Qeuyl.
I feel like I need to take fucking notes on all these damn apps that you said. I'm
There's
like,
another one we have to talk about
Mule?
too.
What'd you say? Mule? Shmule?
Shmule.
What the fuck is that?
Well, I don't know if Shmuel is still around, but they were pretty dope.
What was the other one you said before
Qeuyl.
that? There's another one.
The like app.
What is that?
It's like musically, except they do the whole special effects, like the hearts flying through the ceiling, You can like make yourself disappear, reappear.
How many hours a day do you spend making videos?
Oh, like one 15-minute video is like 4 hours worth of work. So like, I mean, you put thought and time into it,
True.
and it's just like taking a selfie. You take one selfie, and you're just like, no, that's not gonna work. And then you take another selfie. You're like, and by the 10th selfie, you're like,
Then I'm like, I'm not gonna take any of these.
yeah,
I'm just not gonna post today.
do this.
Close my eyes.
Or like you start taking selfies. Like I have this problem. I start taking selfies, and I feel good about my selfies.
And you can't stop.
But then I'm just like, yeah, no, none of this works. So I just take a picture of my pants, like.
Yeah, actually, I saw that, and I was like, what is happening?
I've been there.
It always
I've
does that.
absolutely
Always
been
do
there.
that. I'm always taking a picture of my pants or like a shoelace or like something. I don't know. I'm weird like that. I don't know where that came from. I think one day I just took a
You're
picture
just like,
of my
I need
pants.
to post content, and my face
Yeah,
isn't
and
working.
it's like,
Yes,
Been
yes.
there, been
That's.
there.
The world that we live in is so
I mean,
fucked
like
up.
I post pictures of
I'm a
dogs.
busy person. I can't look like I'm not busy.
Clearly,
like
4 hours for a 15-minute video. Jesus, hey.
Yeah, I mean, it takes a lot of work, but it's worth it. You
Is
know,
it?
It's really worth it. My friends have really grown from it. Like one of my biggest, friends and one of my greatest fans. His name is Bryce Xavier. He's like super huge now. He's on the Bratz network. He's like
I
the
didn't even
face
know.
of Snapchat.
Sorry,
He's
Bratz has a network.
yeah, he's on the Bratz
Like
network. Yeah.
Bratz dolls.
Like the
network?
Bratz dolls who,
yeah.
like, little girls wore, like, thongs. Those Bratz dolls?
Yeah.
I can't handle this information.
There's an app.
There's
No,
a
there's
network.
a network.
There's a network.
Which is worse than an app.
It's a network, but it's. Come on now.
We're not making fun. We're literally. I
I'm
had
so
no
old.
idea. Yeah,
I'm
I
so
literally had no
old.
idea.
There's so many superstars you just don't know. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
there are a lot of
there
people
are
that I don't
so
know.
many superstars.
I need to, like, rethink
another
everything.
one of my wonderful fans who are like superstars now. Her name is Danielle Cohen.
Okay.
She's like a really big artist now. I think she has like 6 million followers on Instagram.
On Instagram.
Yeah.
She's not on a network that we need to know about.
Oh, I think she's on Flight House, but I don't know if they're
Are you
on
making
YouTube.
these names up?
No, you can look this up.
Lighthouse. Okay.
You know what I mean? Like it's a big old world.
Yeah, it is. No, it is.
Clearly.
It's pretty. It's like it's funny when people start saying like, oh, this network. You're like,
What?
I mean, if you really want to know,
a select few.
so like if you really want to
just know
know,
the main ones, that's all
like
I know.
like celebrities, right? Like so this is like I'm gonna tell everybody, okay? If you really want to know how many celebrities are in the world, right?
Okay, sure.
There's a page, there's a website. It's
Okay.
called
Okay.
Famous Birthdays.
Okay.
They curate everybody that they deem famous. And those people, if they're not famous today, they'll be famous tomorrow. Because they follow them to the letter. Everybody from Aretha Franklin to Daniel Cohen.
Huh.
To my friend E Breezy, one of my greatest friends, E Breezy. He has like 100,000 followers on Instagram, over 100,000 followers. He has like so many apps that he's on, and he's like famous on every single one of them. You know what I mean? And he just started by making transitions, like all the transitions that you see.
Yeah.
He created those. He's the transition king.
So what do I need to Google, like, social media apps that nobody knows about?
No.
How do I find out this information?
You just gotta. On Instagram, they show you apps that you just
Where?
The
in the
sponsored
sponsored.
Okay, but
you just be
like
sliding
today,
past
when we're done
them.
with this, just check out your phone because it's probably
The
been
phone's
listening,
listening.
and so it'll probably pull up like.
All these different apps, yeah.
Under
Snapchat showcases TikTok all the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
All the time, Snapchat,
Yeah.
because I think they have something going on with them because of a
Dude,
lot of.
Snapchat has straight up like
Okay, so what
reality TV on it.
3 apps
Yeah, they do.
do I need to get on
Okay,
that are mandatory for life?
TikTok. Like.
But you're not on TikTok.
Yeah, but I'm a singer, so like it doesn't really fit well with me for this.
Okay.
TikTok would be perfect because you guys can do quick little TikToks, 15-second TikToks. You know what I mean? And you'll have
we do a
your
TikTok today?
your fans
Girl, I don't even
would
have it
love
downloaded. We have to try for
You know
that
what I
next
mean?
week. Okay, TikTok.
Like, I would so use like on this set. Like, oh my God, I would like sit
Do
in
it
this
right now.
chair,
Take your phone
then
out.
disappear,
Do
and
it.
like
Can you do it right now?
make a like now.
Yeah.
I gotta put it on my new phone. I had to buy
You
a new
don't have
phone.
like yet?
I gotta put it on my new
He doesn't
phone.
have like yet, guys. Okay, so TikTok, like, and
Because
what
I'm a
else?
singer. It's different. Like, as a singer, I want to put out content that showcases my music.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't
But I
want to
like
just.
that you're thinking about it from our perspective.
Yeah.
So TikTok, like,
TikTok,
and
like, and I would say Live Me, but I think they're dying. So like Shimmer is a good app.
oh my God.
Off the top of my head, let's see. Okay, we got the Cheese app, we got the Like
Oh my
app,
God.
we got TikTok, we have Spur, we have.
What was one about flying? Flight something?
No, Flight House. That's not an app.
Oh.
that's
a network.
That's a company.
Different.
That's a network. So that's different. So
Come on, Chrissy, keep up.
yeah. So yeah, okay. Cheese, Like, and TikTok. That's good for you
Cheese,
guys.
like, TikTok.
Yes, that's
It's a
good
good
for
thing
you
we're
guys.
recording all this
Cheese
shit.
is good because it has like
I'm gonna write all
Cheese?
this down.
games that you
Okay.
can play.
With
Oh my
people.
God.
Like you ever
playing
seen the
games,
videos where like somebody's standing and then they're like going like this or like going like that and they're like smacking stuff and they're like
Yes.
and it goes bing, bing.
Yeah.
That's the Cheese app.
Okay, but I've seen the video of it's like, hey girl, today's gonna be a great day or whatever.
Oh yeah, and they have like words
Yeah.
popping. Yeah.
Well, that's the Like
different.
app.
That's
That's the Like app.
Jesus H.
Or they're like the heart and then the heart shows up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Like
All
app.
right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, all right. I got some serious work to do.
I have
Serious
homework.
work to do. Fuck. Okay, all right. We need to get back to you
Yeah.
because we have really.
Oh, it's cool.
we
I
have
like
really
talking about other people.
deviated.
I do.
Okay, light pink is your color.
Oh yes.
It's a great
It started
How
out.
did that happen? Or salmon? Are we calling this salmon?
Salmon?
What are we
This
calling
is called
this?
pink.
Pink.
We're
All right.
not calling anything else.
Pink. Pink. Tell us
It
about the pink.
started. Well, okay. You know that song "Do Re Mi"
Yeah.
by Black Bear?
Oh no, I thought
So-
we were going like.
Sound of Music, Do Re Mi.
A few-
So I know
yeah.
that one too. But "Do Re Mi" by Black Bear. So I heard that song one time and I was like, Black Bear is cool. But then I listened to his album and I was like, he's like the dopest artist I've ever heard besides Justin Timberlake.
Okay.
Because the stuff he says is like, wow. Like he has a song like, he says, I hope your life sucks.
Okay.
And I'm like-
I feel like he has some things to work out.
I'm like,
Some things to
wow.
work out.
And then he'll like disappear off social media when he's like in his bag. He'll like disappear and then come back and be all jolly. But he came and he had all pink on. And I was like, I'm gonna do pink. I'm gonna try pink. So I got me a bunch of pink t-shirts from H&M. I love
Yes,
H&M.
H&M. There's
And-
one over here, I think.
Oh, really? I'm going there after this. I saw Top Man.
It's right there.
Yep.
Behind
Yeah,
us.
I was like, I'm going. I'm
Even
out.
Zara
Zara.
Men. Zara Men's.
Yeah, I don't
pretty
really like
decent.
Zara.
Oh, JK.
A lot of
Fuck
people.
Zara.
A lot of people like Zara. I just. It's not my
just fast
thing.
I mean, it's fast fashion.
I mean,
just
it
like
all is
H&M
fast
and
fashion.
Forever 21.
Right.
I just said forever.
But I think
Forever
Zara.
21.
I think Zara
Forever 21.
caters. I think Zara caters to like one particular demographic.
I think so too, yeah,
Whereas like Forever 21, Top Man, H&M, they have like so many varieties
But
that
you
you
know
can
what?
create
Top
so
Man is
many.
not fast fashion.
No,
Topshop's expensive.
of course.
I mean, Zara's
But-
expensive too.
But it's worth
like,
it.
It's still
They have like the best T-shirts
Okay.
ever.
How
Ever.
much do you pay for a t-shirt?
From Top Man?
Yeah.
I think I paid like $15 for a T-shirt.
Oh,
that's not bad.
cheap.
That's not bad.
I thought you were
That's
saying
not bad.
15. I was like,
Or was
no,
it,
no,
or
no,
was
no,
it
no,
seven?
no,
Oh,
no,
I
no.
paid $70 for a T-shirt.
Why would you do such a thing? Is
it
this
was-
a Kanye t-shirt?
No, it was just plain white.
That would be $250.
It was like plain white, and it just felt really good on my body.
Sometimes that's worth it. Sometimes it's worth it.
It just felt really good on my body. I was like, oh my god.
It's kind of like makeup. Like, I'm about to go, after we're done with this, I'm going to go to Sephora and buy $24 mascara.
Oh, they have Sephora here.
Yeah.
I need to buy a mascara.
Come with me.
I fucking forgot my gift card at home.
You know, it's so like cool watching girls talk about Sephora. It's like the coolest thing ever.
Listen,
I only
never
buy
shop at
mascara.
Sephora.
I only buy mascara.
Yeah, I
It
only-
is $24, but it's worth it.
I get the rest of
Just
mine
the
from
mascara.
Walgreens, CVS.
Yeah,
like, I don't
Target,
care about
it's
it.
Is that like a thing? Because I think all girls do that. Like they go and they buy like one particular stuff from
Well,
Sephora or
listen,
from like MAC,
I just have
and then
to
everything
say-
else comes from
Well,
like
I have
CVS.
blonde eyelashes, and so it's
You
really
have to have,
hard to eliminate
I have
them.
very dark eyelashes that
So,
I like
bitch,
to
you
pull
could
out.
use cheap eyelash.
I could, but this, okay, so Milk Cosmetics has the most amazing mascara I've ever used in my life. It's called Kush Mascara. It also has CBD in it, and I swear to, oh, that was probably very loud in the microphone.
fine.
Sorry. Swear to fucking God, This mascara has made my eyelashes healthier.
Seriously?
They have made them not. You know how sometimes your
But
eyelashes
did they grow
like itch.
longer?
I feel like my eyelashes are longer, unless it's the amazingness of the mascara.
Okay.
They've never looked better.
As a guy, I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm just gonna put my thumbs up and say yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. We're having a good time. Back to you. You're gonna perform live.
Okay.
And we need to get to that.
Yeah.
Because we've been talking a
long time. I mean, we had to go over the one.
I mean, it's fine because someone
somebody
no
didn't show
showed up.
up.
Yeah.
We're not gonna name
They're
names.
gonna get a fucking message.
You're
from
gonna
me.
get a strongly worded email.
And you know what? They're not gonna give a fuck because clearly that's the kind of person they are.
You know what?
So
It's
regardless
whatever.
of what I say to them, they're gonna be like, I don't care because I
So
don't really
then
care
it's
about
not
myself
even worth
because I'm
it.
selfish
Just
as
don't
fuck.
even. Just be like, don't even say
I
anything.
can't let it go. I have to say something.
Okay.
All right. Sorry. Back to you.
Okay.
Okay, we're
we go.
super stoked.
I'm not a part of this.
I fucked up and didn't bring my speaker for you.
Okay.
And I didn't remember until I got here and I was hooking up all my shit and I was like, God.
Yeah, because when you was like, okay, you're gonna
Damn.
perform, I was like, okay, what do I need to bring? Do
Just
I
you.
do I
Do
need
you have
my
the track on your
DJ?
phone?
All that. Yeah, I have things on my phone. I can play
So?
from my phone.
Okay,
I
play
can do
from your phone.
acapella. It doesn't really
Well,
matter
do
to
acapella.
me.
Do whatever you want. Do whatever
Okay,
you
do
want. We don't
acapella.
care.
Okay, let me
Whatever
see.
you're comfortable with.
I mean,
We just want to give everyone a taste of you
Yeah.
so they can go download your shit.
Yeah. And if you want to just do like a little.
Yeah, like a little, yeah.
That
Yep,
one.
yeah. Yeah,
let's
whatever.
see.
That's fine.
Okay, I'll do a little bit of my new song, Chose Me.
Yeah.
Okay,
And-
all right, we're excited.
You can find it on the Qeuyl app when I release it. I'm not going to tell you the date yet. Just got to follow me on Instagram to find out.
Wait,
Now,
tell
is
everyone where your
Qeuyl-
Instagram.
Is Qeuyl Q or C?
It's Qeuyl, which I love
Like
because
a
my
quarry.
name is Qeuyl, so we just fit together.
You do.
Q, baby.
Q,
So
we
tell
just-
people where they can.
So you can follow me on social media at Qeuyl, Qeuyl. You can follow me on Instagram at Qeuyl Music. And everything else is just Qeuyl. It's just like that. I don't know why I did that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a unique name. If you Google
is.
it, that shit comes up.
Yeah, it does.
thank you.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I've looked.
I've worked really hard for that. No, I really
It
haven't.
must feel really
No,
good.
I really
It's
haven't.
okay.
I've sent a lot of letters to Google and they haven't responded to me at all.
Google,
so
how rude.
we
Come
have
on,
to talk.
Googs.
Get it together.
Figure it out. Everybody else I respond. Twitter respond to me. And you know what?
Sing
You're going to
something
perform and
for
we're
us.
excited.
Okay, so this is my new song, Chose Me.
Okay.
It's going to be on the Qeuyl app and only on the Qeuyl app, so you won't be able to find it anywhere else. And everything else is on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, everything. I'm on Melon, which is in Asia, so I'm pretty much on everything. And so I hope you guys like it. I really enjoyed writing it. It started from my mom and turned into something better. So here we go.
Okay, we're excited.
I know I'm a little bit too uneasy to handle. And when it comes to the best, I don't even light the candle. I can be a little bit too high sometimes. And when I'm down, I'm down. And I feel like the world isn't around. Like I have nothing to hold. And then you comfort me and show that you could have been anything you wanted to be. And you could have seen anything you wanted to see. But you chose me.
Yeah!
So good.
Beautiful.
Thank you, thank you.
You have a
thank
great
you.
Wow.
voice.
Thank you. I think it's okay.
Great. Oh, I can't wait
It's
to listen to the rest of your
beautiful.
music.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
Oh, guys, if you love that as much as we do, please find, follow, and
Yes.
support Qeuyl. He's
Yes.
fantastic.
And he flew all the way from New York.
Holy SHIT, and he told us about so many
So many things.
that I knew nothing.
We need a bottle of wine, and we need to get down on this.
We need a bottle of wine, and I also need to map out France because I don't
Just-
know. I don't know which way to go at this point in time. I'm so confused.
You have to live on the internet, people. It's
Yeah.
very
Oh,
important.
yeah. Whatever.
Guys, this has been another installment of Females Unfiltered. We appreciate everyone that supports us and shares our shit. We love you guys. Always Mixology 101 for letting us be here. You guys are amazing. Come on down, get some food. Ask for Nikki. She's the bestest bartender.
Yes.
Spa Girls Cocktails.
Oh
Thank you for providing us with booze. We love you as well. Great brand, female owned. Hey. We'll be here next week.
Yes, you will. I
Mark
won't be here.
John. She won't be, but
I will be here in spirit. I'm
Miriam
always here in
always
spirit.
lives in our heart. Always. And we'll see everybody next week. Thanks, guys. Have a great week. Bye.